Okay, so at the start, okay, so here are some of the things I want to recap with you. Differentiation rules. Number one, power bring down. Okay, power bring down, and then 2, power decrease by 1, or power minus 1. Okay, just these two rules. But okay, power bring down does not for e to the power of anything. Okay, the e to the power doesn't bring down. Okay, not for e to the power of anything. Okay, so differentiation of polynomial, just power bring down, power decrease by 1. So remember your chain rule. Remember to after your power bring down, power decrease by 1. Remember to differentiate inside the bracket. Now I already write down there. Okay. Next one is product rule. Remember how to do product rule. First, you keep u, differentiate v, then plus keep v, differentiate u. Okay. So over here in this example, right? Over here in this example, and most of you are with me for quite long last time, okay, is that when you differentiate anything with two chain, right, always factorize out the smaller power of the chain, okay? Something that is like this, that, okay, over here, this guy is the u, this guy is the v, okay? So I keep u differentiate v, and then plus keep v differentiate u. What I want you to identify is, underline this. Can you see power negative half and power half? Or Josh can remember power negative half and power half. We always factorize out who? So we always factorize out, yeah, here, factorize out power negative half. Quickly. Yeah. Okay, always factorize out power negative half. And when you factorize out power negative half, right, the first, this guy, the power negative half, out already. The second guy, the power half, will always left with power 1 inside. Okay? Oh, Joshua, the power half, right, after you factorize out power negative half, will always left with power 1 inside. Okay, you will always left with power 1 inside. Okay, so don't forget. Now I know some of you don't like to use quotient rule, but it's good to use quotient rule in H2 because it makes the working a lot more simplified than versus if you keep on going and use product rule, understand or not? Okay, so try to use quotient rule. Is the rule of the thumb of the quotient rule is always keep the denominator first. So keep denominator, differentiate numerator, minus, in the middle is a minus. Keep numerator, differentiate denominator over v squared, over denominator squared. So always keep the denominator first. Or again, when you have a power negative half, you factorize out the power negative half first, so that you are going to left with a power 1 on the inside, and the other one will be gone. Okay, and then bring it down to combine to the denominator. So you see, this guy over here, right, is power negative half. You factorize out already. Then this guy is exactly the same. So when you bring the power negative half down, right, over here, right, this guy is considered like 4x minus 1 multiplied by 4x minus 1 to the power of half. Because a negative power go to the denominator becomes the positive power. That's how you get 3 over 2, understand or not? Because this whole bracket is like power 1 times power. When you times, the power will add. So that's why it became 3 over 2. Okay? Understand? So it's chain rule and product rule. Now, last time in O levels, okay, when we differentiate sine, so when we differentiate trigo, right now over here, the angle does not change. Mr. Ivan always says this. Angle does not change. Okay? Differentiate sine of fx equals to f prime x cosine of fx. So number one, you must remember, differentiate sine becomes cosine. Understand? The angle doesn't change. So differentiate sine 3x becomes cosine 3x. Where does the 3 come from? Differentiate of the angle, which is 3x. Okay, so remember to differentiate the angle. Write down. Remember to always differentiate the angle. Okay, and when you differentiate right now, Differentiate anything with cosine, cosecant, cotangent. It will always give you a negative value. Differentiate anything with c, cosine, cosecant, cotangent. It will always give you a negative. Differentiate sine, 3x, 3 cosine 3x. Differentiate cosine, negative sine. Right? Where does the 2 come from? Jonathan? Differentiate the angle. Understand? Okay, so this one is more of O levels where the angle inside is always linear, ax plus b form. Okay, but if the angle is like x squared, differentiate tangent, become what? Secant squared. Understand? Where does the 2x come from, Ryan? Yeah, differentiate of the x squared. Understand? So differentiate the trigo function first, followed by differentiate the angle that is inside. Okay, then you will have the differentiation of, I put a star here, chain rule with trigo. Remember my 3-step. Number 1, write down. Always differentiate, do the chain first. Number 2, do the trigo. And number 3, do the angle. Okay, so I'm just going to work this example here. Differentiate sine cube. Okay, doesn't matter. 2x minus 1. This guy, anything with a power like that, right, is always a chain. Okay, so differentiate the chain. What do you do with the chain? Power bring down 3. Then it becomes, understand this first, sine square 2x minus 1. Can see we settle the chain first, right? Now differentiate the trigo. Differentiate sine. Become Joshua. So you write cosine 2x minus 1. Understand? That's the second part. Last part, differentiate the angle times 2. Sine square 2x minus 1 cosine 2x minus 1. And that's it. Understand? Okay. So understand how to differentiate the trigo with the chain rule. Okay. Next, differentiate a ln. Remember in secondary school, differentiate ln x equals to what? Jonathan? 1 over x. Why is it 1 over x? Can you see this x here? Differentiate x become what? 1 over original. So that's why it's called f prime x over fx. Differentiated over the original. Can see? Oh, differentiate. Look here. Look here. Ln cosine 2x equals to what? Okay. Always write down the original first. Put here. Cosine 2x. Understand? Differentiate cosine 2x. Yingxuan become what? Well done. Negative 2 sine 2x. Differentiated over original. Sine over cosine. Yingxuan. Trigo identity. Become what? No. Sine over cosine. Must know. Tangent. So this is negative 2 tangent 2x. All your trigo must still know. Because they may ask you to prove something. Okay? Understand? So when you see a ln with a fraction, always split. Ln with a fraction, always split. Okay? And then the last one, differentiate e to the power of something. The power doesn't change. Differentiate the power, put in front. Power remains unchanged. Be careful. This is the only one, the exponential, the power will remain unchanged. Understand? Okay? The power remains unchanged. And all these are your secondary school skills that you have to know. Okay? Can? Go to the next page.